Greetings, fellow gamers. I am your host for this episode. My name is Stevie, and you may not recognize me from last time, but this is me, I assure you. I have had an upgrade by the guy who pays me money to do work. Apparently my voice is very sexy right now. This is Alex's words.
Nah, my boy just got 3 blunts, smoked all in one, and now this is what he sounds like.
Oh yes, no, this is actually just my morning voice. It's 7 a.m. For me. So boys, how have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing great. The only thing is I haven't slept much last night because I've been playing the new game, the new Elden Ring game, the new From Software game with you, Penny.
Yes, indeed. We have been playing Elden Ring.
And well, I've only played I think about 3 hours now. So and I've been taking my time with the game. So I'm actually not that far ahead. So I can comment on too much, but from what I've played, it looks really, really good. The open world just seems incredible. It fits very, very well with the Dark Souls style.
I mean, this game is pretty much just Dark Souls 3 but open world, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, there was this moment where I was like pummeling on some guy and I was like, "Oh, if someone told me this was Dark Souls 3 footage, I would believe him."
I wouldn't go that far, but I think one thing that that's really the only thing that bothered me a little bit is that they reused quite a lot. I mean, I get it because you want to, you want to reserve the time for further developing the world and stuff like that. But I'm a bit worried because they reused so many animations of Dark Souls 3 right at the beginning that
That is true, yeah.
I'm a bit worried that maybe further on they will reuse even more because, like we've seen with Dark Souls 1 and 2, they reuse stuff like the rats and iconic enemies and iconic weapons all the time. But the fact is that, for example, the Skeleton Knights in the first Dark Souls 3 levels, they reused all animations for the normal enemies already at the beginning. So I don't know if we'll see more reused animations and more reused models further on, or if we get like more new stuff.
I think I think that's exactly the case. We'll probably see more stuff later on. I also I kind of feel the same way, but also I like, as a game developer myself, I don't have I don't have anything against reused animations. It, it becomes a problem for me when I don't see the budget being put elsewhere, which in this case, like I see a lot of new ideas, a lot of new enemies. The level design is like completely different, and how the world is laid out. I've played a bit more than you. I've played about 6.5 hours. So I've seen a lot more of the world, and I'm already like, I'm pretty satisfied. So with enemy variety, because like you said, there are some reused animations from Dark Souls 3, but and while I do agree with you that I would like to see a few different animations, maybe on the weapons especially, because like the standard sword stuff and like great sword stuff, it's still completely the same, which is kind of it's a bit lame, because probably we're gonna get cooler weapons later on, but now at the start I just see reused animations from Dark Souls 3, which is a bit of a bummer, but I see a lot of new enemy variety and a lot of other stuff where I can justify and say, yeah, I mean, they reused a lot of it. This is pretty much Dark Souls 3 with open world, but I don't know. I think it's not that much of a problem because I see the budget has gone elsewhere.
Yeah,
If
like
you haven't noticed, I haven't played the game.
I actually got scared by Stevie's very deep voice there for a second. Holy shit.
Do you feel threatened by this voice?
I actually feel more than threatened, Steve, right now.
He
I
feels
beg of
horny.
you. I beg of you. It's like the JoJo meme. Are you going to punch me? No. Are you going to kick me? No. Are you going to do both? Yes. That's how I feel about you right now in this moment.
That's how my voice sounds. That's pretty epic.
Nice.
Besides
So-
not wanting to play the game, I can't even run it properly by the minimum specs.
It's actually
Really?
sad because you're the youngest member here, but from your voice, I think you sound at least older than me.
I have no idea. You need an outsider that doesn't know our ages.
Yeah.
The first reaction for Elden Ring for me was definitely like it feels at home. And well, while it's a good thing for returning players, I can also see that it can bother or it can bore some people at the beginning. But it does enough new stuff and crazy stuff already that even though you get or you've already seen the animations, you'll definitely have something new to explore. And then afterwards, if they add some more new weapons, which they will probably do, more cooler weapons towards the middle part of the game, I think you'll be satisfied in every aspect of the game.
Did you think the start was boring?
No, absolutely not. The only thing is you'll notice it. Like it does bother you a bit. That's what I wanted to say. But as soon as you get out in the well, I absolutely. The thing is, I love Dark Souls 3 way too much. I've played that game for 800 hours, so playing it as a 10th time, it doesn't really bother me by this point. But I can see Dark Souls 3 players getting a bit bored at the tutorial because it can feel like they've played it already. But as soon as you get out in the open world, it doesn't bother you anymore.
So your major complaint of your guys' major complaint is it has reused assets by Dark Souls 3, but the game itself is fine as is.
Yeah. I mean, I do have some other complaints. Like, there is some stuff. I mean, there have been confirmed PC stuttering issues. This is only happening on PC. Apparently, it has to do with like DirectX 12. They've used some like new graphics engine, I think. I think DirectX 12 is a graphics engine. I'm not sure. Anyway, they have some problems on PC with stuttering. Sometimes the game just decides to stop for about like I would say half a second, and then speeds up immediately, and sometimes that just leads to your death, especially if you're in a boss fight, which is a bit annoying. And like people, if you look at the reviews on Steam right now, I think Elden Ring is on mixed because of this issue. As far as I understand it, it's generally considered that all of the negative reviews right now are all praising the game, but are saying, well, it's kind of annoying that this performance issue is there, because like especially in a Souls game, you don't want any stuttering, because if you don't manage a dodge because the PC is lagging, a boss run can be completely fucked for you.
Alex, you had this happen to you as well,
Yeah,
right?
I can actually confirm. Like, as a person that recently bought a new PC with all the greatest stuff in it, like, I'm not mentioning the parts because it feels like a non-necessary flex or something. But I have a pretty great PC, and I can confirm that even on my machine it lags. So it's definitely not an issue with your PC being too weak. It's an issue of programming. Like Benny said, I actually don't know that much like you do, but yeah, it's not it's not a problem with your parts. Just know that.
The thing is also like sometimes it makes sense because it's like a new area is being loaded, for example. Then I understand that could be more of a stutter happening, but like it's first it's to a degree where I'm like where I think it's not okay anymore, because it's really sometimes it could really be a second. It doesn't happen too often, so it's not too disrupting, but when it does happen, it's really annoying. But like, so sometimes it's kind of justified because it's loading a new area, loading in some new assets, and apparently, if you play longer, it doesn't appear as much. But it has happened to me during a boss fight where no new assets should have been loaded.
It actually only happens to me, or only happens to me on the very first horse boss, and it only happens to me, or it happens to me every time when I fight him. Like it's specifically
Yeah.
that boss for me.
It's weird, because that boss is in an area where you you run around that area for a long time. So you pretty much start at that place and nothing changes there. You don't have completely. Why the fuck do I keep saying completely? You don't have to load any assets in because you've already explored that area, or you just arrived at the area. So like the assets have already been loaded and you fight the boss in an open space, so it doesn't make any sense where anything should be loading in the background. So yeah, no, but it also has been confirmed by From Software that they're working on it, and this is not the first From Software game that has had performance issues at launch. I think this is gonna be fixed just like a few weeks down the line at the latest. If you're on the edge of buying Elden Ring on PC, maybe wait until all of the bugs are fixed if you are a person that is bothered by performance issues. If not, I think this is a great game. So the jump.
Oh, you
I
said
don't
you
like the
said
jump.
this. You said this already, but when the first trailers came out, you said
Yes,
the jump animation looks clunky.
it looks clunky, and it is clunky because they tried to go for a more realistic jump, you could say, compared to Sekiro, because the Sekiro jump is good. I like the Sekiro jump. It's really nice, feels good, looks good. But the Elden Ring jump, it's really short. You hop this distance, but it's really you jump up, then you kind of float a bit, and then you like crash down again. It looks weird. It feels weird. I don't like it.
Okay, but that's at that point that's just nitpicking, I think.
Yeah. No, I like definitely. If you can understand that this is a great game because the only issue I have with it is the jump.
I think a really good thing I want to highlight is that you spawn in this open world, and you feel lost in a good way. Like you can go everywhere, but you don't know where to go. So it's like you get the ultimate freedom. it
Yeah.
really feels like they just dumped you in this random world. You can do anything and explore anything. Like you can get to very, very different kinds of areas right away because it feels like you spawn right in the middle of the map. Now I
Yeah.
don't know where you actually spawn because I haven't seen the whole map because I've only played 3 hours. And if it's really in the middle, but it feels like it's in the middle, it's not in some random border or stuff like that. You can explore it right away.
I think they were very much inspired by how Breath of the Wild starts, kind of.
But
I
even
think
Breath
at
of the
least.
Wild doesn't give you that much freedom because you got to do the first 4 temples first. You can
That
here
is
you
true.
can literally explore right away the whole entire world.
Yeah, that is true, but I meant more after that point, after you kind of finish the tutorial area, because I think Breath of the Wild is a bit of a different thing because they had to introduce a lot of new mechanics compared to this.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
true.
all the climbing and the temperature and whatever.
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly.
They had to ensure that you actually get to the temples, because
Mhm.
otherwise maybe you'd miss it and you'd miss a vital tool.
Oh, I
Yeah.
I never noticed how well of a how good the Great Plateau is.
Yeah, the plateau game design wise is a genius way of introducing you to the gameplay of Breath of the Wild while keeping you in a controlled area without it being too tutorially, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, I have a nice transition because I actually wanted to talk about Breath of the Wild. Just a funny story in between the serious stuff. Today, my sister wrote me and she said, because she's playing Breath of the Wild at the moment. My sister is 11 years old, and she messaged me. She was like, "Bro, I can't do this. I can't proceed in Breath of the Wild." And I was like, "Okay." She's probably stuck in somewhere in the Great Plateau, not knowing where the fourth shrine in the winter area is. Turns out, she says she keeps on dying because she doesn't know how to cook.
When it comes to Souls-likes, there's always this debate of should a Souls-like get an easy mode or not. How do you guys feel about that?
No, I don't think they should.
Even you
no.
as someone who dislikes the games because of their difficulty?
Because of yeah, I don't think well, whether they have an easy mode or not, like I don't I can't really tell if it's just the difficulty that's putting me off really. In Dark Souls, I didn't particularly I always felt like I was out of stamina when blocking or dodging around, and I couldn't really defend myself after blocking a few hits, and that was really annoying. And I just blamed it on difficulty. But Sekiro or Bloodborne were way more enjoyable to me. I haven't finished Bloodborne at all actually, but I still had a better time with it than I did with Dark Souls. There's no block in Bloodborne as far as I'm concerned. So maybe I'm just playing the game wrong. I didn't like Dark Souls 3. I'm sorry. But I don't think they'd need an easy mode now.
I'm actually not that big of a fan of blocking. I just wanted to add that.
No?
No, I play without a shield in Dark Souls. I just do everything by rolling. That's been my philosophy since whenever. I don't like to play defensive that much. But you can totally get by with that. Like that's a strat in and of itself. Especially in Dark Souls 1 maybe not, but the other Souls games you can totally get by just by dodging.
I
Blocking.
find it. Oh, you saying you can get by dodging in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were referring to the shield, because what I was thinking in this game, I've tried to play with a shield. I don't see how you would kill that boss that I just mentioned before with a shield. Blocking that guy would just lead to my death in any way, shape, or form. And I took the tank class with a heavy weapon and a shield. So I don't know how you would do that with defensive options. I feel with Dark Souls, there's this threshold. If you wear heavy armor and stuff, it helps you a bit, but not that much. And most of the bosses are gonna kick your ass if you do, because you're slow. And shielding just takes away way too much stamina. But then there is this threshold where you reach the point of being so goddamn tanky that you're just unkillable. I feel like with Dark Souls 3 and also with Elden Ring to some degree, I didn't play too much, so I just know what problems I had with my shield and my experiences. I felt like I was getting my ass beat if I used the shield, but also like it's supposed to be a viable option, but I didn't feel like it was, except for parrying. But parrying is like, that's even harder. I really like the parrying system. I always liked to parry in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 because it feels really, really good. But it's very dangerous and you have to get used to it. And getting used to that requires me to be able to play it safe with the shield anyway and play more offensively after learning the parry, you know. That's how I sometimes play these games. Especially Dark Souls 1 is a more defensive game. I played that with the shield and the heavy sword. But I feel like here it's just not viable because the bosses are always going to break your shield no matter what you do because they have such extremely long combos. Even like the guy I was mentioning before, he has an extremely long combo that there's no way you would be able to get through that with a heavy roll. You would just die.
I definitely also want to revisit this game since I think you still have yet to see the full extent of the game, and maybe we can do this part as a spoiler free part for Elden Ring, and then we can do a later part later on in a newer episode where
Yeah,
we can actually talk about spoilers.
yeah, when we're
We
done
can
with it.
Yeah, we can leave the part to the end, and then we can just put a spoiler warning before, and then you can stop watching the episode. I think that's a great idea for a future
Very
video.
epic. You're gonna finish this game by Sunday anyway, but at this rate.
Oh no, I certainly not, because although I love this game way too much, I sadly don't have that much time to spend on it. I'm a busy man.
And I'm reading all of the entries. I'm reading every single tidbit of lore because
Okay.
I gave myself the challenge of trying to understand the story of this game without Vati, without
Without.
Vati Vidya, who is the guy who makes all of the Dark Souls lore videos.
Oh, so you're understanding Dark Souls lore by yourself? That sounds like a pain in the ass. Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't think it's a pain in the ass. I think it's very interesting because I semi recently watched a full playthrough of Bloodborne again by the guy that he's called by a guy he's called TB Skyen. He usually does character design videos about especially League of Legends champions, and watching him like glue together the story was very interesting to me, and like seeing his interpretations of certain stuff. And I really enjoy Dark Souls lore and the stuff it's going for. I always liked it, and this time I wanted to see what I could understand and piece together on my own, and what interpretation I would come up with, and compare that to Vadi's and other people's interpretation later. I don't know. It's definitely a not more work, but I like putting that kind of work in. It also immerses me in the game more, I feel.
I think there are two kinds of Dark Souls players generally. The one that actually give a fuck about the lore, and the ones that don't give a shit and just play the game. And I think we definitely have two of every, or one of every example here in our podcast. Because I'm definitely I actually don't give a single fuck. I care more about ambience in the Souls game, which for me, my favorite uh Souls game that does ambience perfectly is definitely Bloodborne. I just love the setting. But this high fantasy actually doesn't put me off at all. It kind of feels like a natural evolution to the Dark Souls series, which, as we all know, has, in plot wise at least, ended. This, however, does leave quite a lot of traces from Dark Souls.
I personally am a bit sick of fantasy stories. That's why I tend to consume media that is not really fantasy related. Um, though I must say that Elden Ring already does enough to differentiate itself from like typical fantasy, and like even Dark Souls 3 was it was still pretty fantasy-ish if you don't count any dwarves and elves and stuff, because that was never there. um this does a lot more when it comes to like with the when it comes to the finger and hand imagery, and there's this big tree and stuff, and people graft arms onto themselves as far as I understood it. So there's a lot of limb cutting off limbs and stuff. I haven't figured out anything yet, but I'm already more intrigued by this than a lot of media I've been consuming regarding like that goes in a similar direction.
So, Stevie, you've
Yes.
actually prepared a few questions that I'm really
Oh yes,
excited
I have one philosophical question to ask you guys.
Yeah.
So, I've had this debate with Alex recently, and whenever he tells me about staying up late, he always says last night, or like in English it doesn't work, but he basically means yesterday, and I don't like
What do
that
you mean it
because
doesn't work in English? Of course.
well,
it does.
if you say last night, let's say last night, that's the arc of time between like 8 p.m. yesterday and 4 a.m. today, 5 a.m. whatever. But in German, you say yesterday. You know? And I don't like that.
Oh, okay, now I get what you mean. But
For the simple fact that the day starts at midnight, not when you wake up.
Wait,
well,
didn't you have that debate with Benny, and then you had it with?
And yes,
Yeah.
well, I'm the only one that works like this. I don't stay up
yes.
very often after midnight. But even when I do, I look at the clock and I'm like, yo, yesterday.
To solidify the question, if
Yes.
it's 3 a.m. and
Yes.
you're still up,
Yes,
the next day, so like, let's say that day
is Wednesday.
at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m.
Yes.
Do you consider it if you're 3 a.m. and it's 3 a.m. you're about to go to sleep? Do you
Yes.
consider what the day after you sleep, so the same day, tomorrow or today?
Today.
I always say tomorrow before going. Like
I
it
know.
depends on when I go to sleep. Tomorrow is after I go to sleep and wake up again. Unless it's like it's like 8 a.m. and it's already today. There's like this threshold. If I go to sleep, if I'm gonna sleep and wake up, it's gonna be tomorrow. If I don't, so I'm gonna like work through the night and stay up until the next evening, then it's today for me.
No. When I go to sleep at 2 a.m. and I'll see the same people the same day, then I'll be like, yo, guys, see you later, not tomorrow.
Bruh.
I'm the only guy that works like this. Why
No,
am I like this?
Actually, I think there are quite a lot of guys that think like you, but all of those guys have like the same
My same sleep
psychotic?
schedule.
yeah, the same sleep schedule as you, and the same etiquette. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I don't know what that says about me and Penny.
I mean, I'm a student, so.
I mean,
I'm also going to school, thank you.
I mean,
yeah,
in
but
theory,
you go to school, you don't go to university. That's two very different
I'm
things.
still a student. I'm still a student.
I mean,
Oh,
in
okay,
theory,
yeah.
Stevie has the healthier sleep schedule. We can't deny that.
However,
However, it's fun.
I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I don't like
Well,
my sleep schedule either. So
No,
it
I
has its ups and downs. You can play Elden Ring on a work day at midnight.
Like
That is true.
I just want to state the reason why I like staying up longer. That's because it feels like you're not disturbed. Like
that is true. Yeah.
it feels like the world is quiet and you can just chill and do whatever you want without getting called every second, getting a message every second, and having your brother screaming. Well, actually, he actually stays up quite late, so I actually hear him scream in the other room until 2 a.m. However, it just feels like it's more you time than anything at night. That's what I feel. But then
Yeah.
again, if you wake up on, let's say, 12 a.m., it feels like you've overslept the half a day, so that doesn't feel
I have to
quite
correct
nice.
you. 12 a.m. is midnight.
Oh, sorry, 12 p.m. It
Perfect.
feels,
Fuck.
That is
AM and
confusing,
PM.
isn't it?
It's
yeah,
12 o'clock.
yeah,
Okay.
12
That-
o'clock.
that works too,
That
yes.
works. That works. But if you sleep
We're
until
using the
12,
24-hour clock.
yeah, if you sleep until 12, then it feels like well, it is. You literally slept for the for half a day. You overslept half a day. Because in my mind, it feels like staying up until 3 a.m. It's part of the day before. That's why I also think that's why I also think, and that's why probably you think of it as the next day, but I think of it as the previous day because I have no sleep in between
Exactly.
that.
Yes,
The
yes.
sleep represents our mental cut between the days.
Yeah, it marks the day. The moment you wake up from a sleep that's more than like a midday sleep,
More
or
than an hour or something.
yeah, more than an hour, then or more than 3 hours, then that's the moment where a new day starts. And also, if you notice,
If that works for
like,
you.
if you notice, if you don't sleep for 1 day and just proceed with the next day, it feels like the same day. I think it's also something like psychological in our brain. It's not that we made that up. I think maybe this is getting way too deep, but
No, it's also a thing of
speculation.
your brain kind of your brain deteriorates without sleep. So
Yeah.
even only a single day of sleep, it can, like, if I don't sleep for a night, the next day, around afternoon or like around midday, I just start getting really tired and useless pretty much. I don't get any work done
Yeah.
after
I can't.
12.
I think I've never stayed up more than like 24 hours at a time.
Really?
No, never.
I've
you
stayed
should
up
try it just
about-
for the experience.
Oh, it doesn't sound like a good experience.
No,
that is true.
No, it is actually a bit trippy, so it's kind of fun, but you should.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
like
mean, it sucks ass, but it's kind of fun.
it's like trippy. It's like waking up with a hangover. It's like.
But that's also not fun.
Yeah,
at
no,
all. I hate it.
it's not fun, but it's an experience. I don't know. Like,
everyone should feel
Yeah,
that in their
no,
life.
like after waking up from my birthday and drinking way too much the day before, like I'm sick as fuck. I won't deny it, but I don't know. It has a kind of nice vibe sleeping until 5 p.m. and waking up and still being fucked up. It feels like, yo, hold up, where am I in the space-time rift right now? I don't know. It feels
makes
trippy.
me contemplate why I destroy my own body. That's what happens to me when I do that.
No. I feel like I'm floating in space or something. Like it's the same.
Alex
feeling.
is just riding the high.
Yeah, it's like the same feeling of.
You're making the most of it, let's say.
Yeah. It's like when you drink and hear the Milky Road song. It's like it's an outer body experience. That's the word that I wanted to. That's the word. It's an outer body experience.
Out of body.
Out of
experience.
Oh, okay. Out of body.
That
Sorry.
was still pretty epic, though.
Yeah, that's no. But also a thing that some people don't know is that, or they probably know it, but it's not as a fact. It's just you think of it as something natural. Is that when you just wake up earlier, it helps so much with discipline, and that helps you get work done. That's why the Navy, for example, wakes up so early, because it's just a matter of discipline, and it makes you feel more productive because you have the whole day before you. That's why Penny, for example, and I have trouble when we wake up late to get work done, because I mean you feel lazy. Also,
Speaking of waking
the
up
most
early,
productive hours of the day are after like 4 a.m. Like between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. are the most productive hours of the day, because the brain can absorb more. Scientifically, I don't know nobody that wakes up at 4 a.m.
and 6 a.m.
4
Yes,
a.m.
4 a.m. Like
Crazy.
yeah,
That's still
pretty crazy.
that's still a time when werewolves are around. I don't think anyone is awake.
It's when Steve Core's nose is still long.
Yes. Like, who is up at 4 a.m.? Parties end before 4 a.m. and nobody wakes up that early. That's when society dies for a couple of hours.
Wasn't there a manga recently about that? Someone made a video.
Oh, I
about,
didn't want to get
like
into
the
this.
night stay always.
Yeah, it's
being
from
awake only
Gigak.
at night.
I've read that manga. It's about
Is it good?
it's alright. I mean, it's a fun read. So it's
What's it
basically
about?
no, it's really funny. It's basically about this guy that has some sort of insomnia, basically. And what he does is one time, after not getting sleep because he can't, because of his insomnia, he goes out and explores the world. And there he meets a girl. And this girl is out only at night. She's a vampire, and she's like super into sexual stuff, but when it comes to romance, she's super disgusted and thinks of you as a pervert. I think Gigak explained it way too deep. Like he says it makes you experience the night and stuff like that. And while the vibes are certainly there, I think it's also just a fun read. You shouldn't think about it too much. But
okay.
yeah, it's a fun read, but it's not something super special.
Alex being like, it's not that deep, bro.
No, it's literally no, but that's what I admire about Gigak and also sometimes Super iPatch Wolf. Like they can make a video about literally anything and make it seem super deep and interesting, and you get interested, and then you read it and you're like, okay, that's cool and all, but I don't know how he puts it that deeply. Like it's fun,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah, no,
it's
I
not
get
that deep. But it's a fun read. It's a fun read. 6 or 7 out of 10.
So I finished Psychonauts 2 with my girlfriend.
Psychonauts.
have any
Psychonauts
of-
2 is a thing?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like one of the best games this year. Widely regarded as the best platformer this year, I think.
Okay.
Stevie is not
Yes.
impressed.
No, I'm not impressed. I like Ori.
How are you not impressed? I should be the one that's not impressed. I'm not that fond of platformers, but you
Platformers.
like Ori and Mario and stuff like that.
I never said I like Mario. I like Mario.
Yeah. God.
Stevie like, I don't like Mario. I like Mario.
No, I never said I did, but now I did.
So Psychonauts 2 is very good. Do you guys even know what that game is about?
It's the game where you draw shit and it appears on screen.
No.
No.
No, never mind.
That's
It's not when you draw.
Scribblenauts.
Yeah.
That's Scribblenauts. Oh, I was thinking of that all the time. Oh, fuck. No. Okay.
I was like, hold
Oh,
up.
shit.
In Psychonauts, you play as Raz, who is the new intern at the Psychonauts facility. Like it's the follow up to a kind of an old game. I don't remember when it came out. I think it was for the PS3, or the Xbox. I think it was an Xbox game. Anyway, so Psychonauts, you play as a psychic kid in a camp made for psychics, where they kind of train them to control their powers, kind of. And this is the follow up to that, because Raz wants to become a psychonaut, which are these. They're like secret agents, and they are called like special agent. There's the German one. I forget his fucking Special Agent Crawler, for example. So it's a spy analogy, but with psychics, and it's really really fun. Because it's designed visually, but also from a writing perspective, it's written like a Saturday morning kids cartoon. You get all of these powers, and you explore these levels, which are always some sort of they're always some a representation of a person's psyche, because the Psychonauts, what they do is they are able to enter people's minds and explore their psyche to like help them figure out why they feel bad or stuff. So basically throughout the game you explore the psyche of different characters, and help them figure their shit out. And what is cool about that is that each of the minds looks different. There's one level that's like the Beatles, the Beatles album covers that are really colorful and cool. One level looks like that, and then there's one from the antagonist, who is a crazy dentist. So you explore a level that is full of teeth and slimy stuff, and it's very gross, but it's really really cool. And yeah, the story is really nice. It's just a really chill game, fun to play. The gameplay is really good. The combat is very simplistic. It's also not too much in focus, so it doesn't happen too much. But yeah, it's okay. It's serviceable. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. They significantly improved it over the first game, but yeah, I really recommend people who have never heard of that game to at least check it out visually and then maybe think about getting that game, because I think it's really charming and we don't really get a lot of crazy different games like that, and it has a really good message about mental health and how, not all evil people are just evil, because they just are. So just like shitty stuff can happen to people and they could get fucked up by it.
I didn't know. It sounds like it made you a better person.
I mean, that's a bit of an overreach, but it certainly sparked some interesting discussions between me and my girlfriend, because we both have like a big interest when it comes to mental health. And the game, I mean, some stuff isn't portrayed the best. Oh, it also has really good gay representation. I forgot about that. It has really, really good gay representation. Yeah, there's a lot of cute stuff in that game, and we played it together because we played the first one together. It's just it has a special place in my heart, you could say. It's not the best game I've ever played. It's certainly a very good game, but I don't know if it's worth $60 though. It's a bit steep for that. You should get it on sale if you buy it. I think $60 is a bit much, even though this game is very innovative. Even though this game has a lot of great ideas and executes upon them, I think $60 is still a bit steep for it.
Just wanted to say that I found the manga from before, Call of the Night.
Call of the Night.
Yeah. So I think we should actually do a segment, because Stevie got another question.
I got another question.
Yeah, right?
I like that Alex is posing your questions.
Yeah, because Stevie forgets it all the time. That's why we need a special segment. Wait, can I?
I'm very, very forgettable person.
We need a special segment, Stevie. We need a theme song like this one for your epic questions. Come on, Stevie. Get hyped about your epic questions. Now I'm hyping it up for you. Okay, wait. Let me play the song and you post the question, okay?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay. What is your favorite hentai tag?
Oh shit.
Wasn't it that
yeah,
one?
Yeah.
We had this argument once already.
That actually kind of fits. What is your favorite hentai tag?
That was like, were you referring to something else? I don't have anything
no,
else.
I didn't remember.
And
I just wanted to hype it up.
One, yes.
I felt like letting out some gas, I mean some energy. I'm not farting on stream, on video.
On recording. Yeah.
Okay.
Getting back to the question.
Getting back to this question.
How the fuck did we get to this in one of our conversations?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, I think we were playing Smash. Wait, that sounds.
And then you thought about which one you like to smash.
No. Hold up. Not that thirsty. It's just we talk about dumb stuff when playing Smash, and
yeah, when playing Smash we can talk about anything really. We can talk about politics. We can talk about
that's actually true. We do that. Me and Stevie just like civilized gentlemen, just talking about politics while getting the star item from Smash. Okay, Stevie.
I could be pulling a Goldeen from a Master Ball, and I'm like, yeah, Ukraine isn't doing very good.
Okay.
That happened.
I was actually caught off guard from this question. I didn't remember it.
How the fuck I don't know how we got to this, but I had to ask it, and then you were like, keep it for the podcast.
Yeah.
And I've never thought about it really.
Yeah.
So this is a discovery for all of us.
Yeah, let's discover our favorite.
Who wants to start?
Tags.
Who wants to start?
Well, I think since you posed the question,
I'm gonna have to answer it first. Very
Yeah.
well.
I mean, what is your thought process for figuring out your favorite hentai
Okay,
tag?
maybe that runs too deep.
No, I'm not really sure. I'm like, it's not necessarily the one that I most consistently get good results for. So the ones that appeal to me.
It's ugly bastard.
So like, no. Let's say there's like one really really good incest one, okay? But I don't generally like it.
Oh, yo, he comes out with a spicy
I'm just making an
tag.
example. Chill. Let's just pretend hypothetically.
Can I?
That was the first one that came to mind. But let's say hypothetically, there is one really good one, but I don't generally like it. So I'm not gonna say that's my favorite hentai tag.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the one that I most consistently have good memories of.
You're just thinking about hentai all day long.
Yes, I am. By that criteria, MILF.
See? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say that is my final answer.
Yeah, I still don't get why you brought the incest one.
That was just the first thing that came to mind. I'm sorry.
Just use another one.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
No, like what I don't get about that sort of questions. Why do people always go illegal?
Wait,
Like,
what?
why do people always choose like something really controversial? Well, okay, I guess if you say vanilla, then that's not okay. That's just vanilla. That's just too obvious. Okay, wait, let's do this because Stevie already exposed his dark desires for incest. Let's all do like our favorite tag and then our favorite like illegal tag or controversial tag, so that we make it more spicier. Or not favorite, or like what?
No, I'm not gonna change my answers.
No,
then.
it's
I'm gonna keep
it's
it
okay.
as is.
Like if you had to pick something, like there's always this one tag that you go, okay, that's not like a turn on, but I mean it's fine.
What do you mean? Like, by going with controversial?
I think I would also pick incest because it's literally that tag. If you see it, then you don't
Yeah.
click off because you think of it as okay, it's all right. I'll just watch it, but it still bothers you a bit, you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like if I see the big three letters, okay, the N and the T
The
to
N,
the
T,
R,
and the R.
then I click
Yes.
I click away. Like I get random girlfriend flashbacks. I don't
Yeah.
want that shit in my
Bruh.
timeline.
Same.
But
The like the worst thing is sometimes I just don't check the tags. It's just like
Oh yeah, like
Oh.
that's a mistake I wouldn't wanna make
no,
again.
no. Me
the
neither.
thing, what is the one called they even talked about in the hentai episode for Trash Taste where it turns out it's really like fucked up and depressing. Oh, what was it called? The one that's really famous, Alex.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis?
Is this Metamorphosis? Wait.
Oh
let me check.
yeah.
I haven't read that
that's one
actually, so I
specific,
can't
but
tell.
that's not a tag.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, there was Metamorphosis, the really famous depressing one. Oh, you meant
Yeah. I that was a good case of me not reading the the
The
tags. Reading it and I'm like, oh, this is good. This is just I mean, now it's getting a bit weird. Oh, no, oh, this is bad. Wait, go back. No,
Yeah, I actually remember.
And at some point you're just too far, and it's like I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had this one thing that that started off completely normal, and then it's exposed that Sadako from the Ring watched them, and then she just appeared and killed all of them, all two of them.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's
What the fuck?
pretty funny actually. I
Wait.
laughed. I laughed.
I think there's been a recent uprise of stuff with like monster girls where
They're actually
they should be
monsters.
scary, but they're not.
So they're actually monsters, or like they're cute monsters?
They're actually like fucking Sadako or something.
Yeah.
And then they just get fucked.
No, I in the darkest I've seen that stuff from was actually all horror stuff themed. That's actually it's actually a tag horror. That's an illegal tag that I don't like.
You dislike the horror thing?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Like,
I mean, depends.
the thing is, it actually can be creepy, because think about it. When you do that stuff, you're most likely alone. You know, maybe even in
Yeah.
the dark.
You just don't expect it sometimes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Maybe it's like literally watching. It's watching a horror film, but with your dick out. Like, it's even scary because your important parts are exposed.
You're vulnerable.
God,
Like-
that's such a good analogy.
like-
Holy shit.
Like, imagine it's the same thing as if if someone robs your house and then he opens the door and you're just pissing. Like, do you stop pissing? Do you piss on him? Like, what do you
What are you
do?
supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's literally
Do
like.
you ever think about
I would
that?
just piss on myself and then scare him off just by pissing myself.
No, it's really not a bad strategy to take your dick out and piss on an intruder or someone who's like, because they're gonna be as surprised
just
as you
full
are,
on
most
golden
likely.
shower them.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that somewhere that someone
May-
did that.
Maybe just shit on him for good measure.
Yeah, Benny, it was probably Florida, man.
Then
Florida
teabag
man
him.
pisses on intruder.
Yeah, then teabag him.
Teabags him.
So
Sounds like
anyway,
something Florida man would do.
hentai tags.
Yes. Back to the topic. at
So
hand.
anyway,
I'm
I
waiting on
really
your
don't
answer.
know. I'm thinking about it. I probably would like when it comes down to what I use the most, it's most likely something like Tomboy. It really like depends. Some are really good, some are not as much. And I think it's just because I like the childhood friend trope a lot, and they usually are tomboys, so it's easy to find them this way.
oh, okay.
So it's either tomboys or MILF, one of those two. I
And
think.
illegals?
But I think Tomboys has a lot better stuff. With MILF, you pretty much get every manga every doujinshi that ever existed.
Yeah, too.
And the end, your illegal
Yeah.
pick, Benny?
My illegal pick, I think Domination, but that's also just
Is
such
that
a mixed bag.
illegal? No, that's not
Kinda.
illegal.
That's just
I
controversial.
mean, it really depends
but-
on what kind of domination we're talking about, you know.
Oh,
Because
you-
sometimes
you-
you
no,
really
no,
just get
what-
really
I think
fucked
what
up
you
stuff
mean-
where people
I think
get
what
drugged.
you mean is mind break.
Yeah, like sometimes it
Oh, I hate
goes
Yeah.
into mind break, and I'm like, nah.
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 Nah. Okay, no, that's okay. That's a fine tag.
So what about you?
No, I'm brotherhood with Stevie incest. No, yeah, no.
I mean,
that-
I don't click away on that necessarily, but I don't click away necessarily on all other things. But yeah, incest is definitely one that I'm like, this just makes me uncomfortable.
no,
This is
I
just
think
weird.
that's the easiest one. You can just ignore that. Like, you don't see anything visual with it wrong. It's just the fact that you know of it. But if you
That is true. Yeah, sometimes you know there's the incest tag, and then at some point you can just blank out.
yeah, you can blank out it,
Yeah,
and
That is
if
true.
if she says the Oni-chan word, you can just
Yeah, that's the point where I'm like, nah, bro.
you can just say the role playing.
You can just unsee
Yeah.
that.
No, the Nietzsche one is weird. That's the point where I'm like, nah, bro, this is too much.
I had a quick question before. Are you, when you say incest turns you off, is that only illegal incest or legal incest?
Oh, I
or
thought you were
both?
going to ask, is that only in manga?
Oh no, Alex, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I didn't know where you were
How?
going with this. I thought you were going to say, is that only in manga? No?
No, oh no. Undo that. That was not my train
I mean,
of thought.
think about it. It's like, think about fucking your sister. It's just weird.
No,
that
why
is-
would I think
Oh.
that, Benny?
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
it's fucking
well,
weird.
Don't say
Well-
that.
Well, wait. Just because I read hentai about it doesn't mean I would.
Well, that is true.
No,
but
it absolutely doesn't.
No.
What the fuck?
Like, why would?
Have you ever thought about killing someone, even though you have seen killings in?
Well, yeah,
books?
okay.
No,
Well, you can't
haven't.
really
Well,
use that
no,
argument.
but like there's a difference because like there's a certain amount of self-insert. I think
Yeah.
this was also debated in like in the hentai episode. There's a certain amount of self-insert to a certain degree.
Yeah, but you
can't
can
argue that.
you can literally ignore that.
It's not even maybe not even because of the self-insert. There's a certain degree of you need to enjoy what you're looking at because it's porn. You know, if you don't
Yes.
enjoy
Yeah,
it, kind
but
of what's
that's
the
what
point?
I'm arguing. Like you, it's not what you're looking at. It's that you're conscious of it, but you can just
Yeah.
look at the visuals, you know, without reading the text. Here you go.
Well, I'm the one, you know. I'm the one that reads the. I'm the one that reads for the plot.
No,
you know?
I actually do that too. But if I have something that's like that has text that really puts me off, then I can literally just then I can literally just cross out the text and reread it and enjoy it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the main thing for me is still art. Like if the art is good, then you're sad.
Yeah,
It's
same.
I can ignore even some really like outrageous text if the art is good. Like if it's really really outrageous, like the gore shit, like that makes it even worse if the art is good because then you can see
Yeah.
the intestines more.
Yeah, it's like oh,
no,
ugh.
I don't want that. But you know, like I can ignore many things for good art. Like I'm willing to.
That is
to
yeah.
trade.
I feel the same. What about you, Stevie?
Referring to what?
Referring to ignoring stuff because of the art.
Yes, every day.
Yeah, like
every day.
if I see a fucking Mona Lisa, I ain't going past to that. Gonna smash.
Even if the Mona Lisa is just devouring my small
Even
little
if
child.
under the painting Mona Lisa has a beard. No wait.
No,
I was
okay.
thinking about
Wait,
something.
That's in the art. I can't
Yeah,
ignore that.
like how
I'm
does
sorry.
she have a beard under her belly? Oh, okay. I guess it's just pubes.
Okay.
No, that's okay though.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I'm so confused.
I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. Okay, I misspoke. I didn't think about it. Okay. Come on. Like, do you really think we can have an intellectual conversation with that sort of topic? Can we really
About
be
porn?
intellectual degenerates? Those two
Well,
words
yes.
don't go hand in hand.
My name is Benjamin. I am a professional intellectual degenerate.
I identify
Sounds like a
as
good job description to me. I can.
That's a title I'd be proud to bring to my grave.
Yeah.
Can you show me my intelligent degen ratio?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
He speaks in riddles.
He's speaking the language of gods.
Is this some sort of peasant joke I am too rich to understand?
Or that.
Have you guys been watching anything lately?
Yes.
What?
I've been watching Hinamatsuri recently.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
That's epic.
Yes.
what do you think of it?
I think it's pretty good.
It's amazing.
I don't have
Amazing.
I don't think it's that good, but I'm having a good time.
Wait,
Yeah, me neither. I also like completely forgot
what?
everything that happened in that show. I mean, it's fun. Like, it's fun looking at it.
Yes.
But
No.
I don't know. It's just
No.
vanished from my mind after.
I haven't finished it yet.
No. You can't have that opinion.
No, you're wrong. Plus ratio.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Just
Hinamatsuri is amazing. It's like one of the greatest. It's like one of the greatest comedy anime. Like it makes you actually laugh. Even if you don't like anime humor, it makes you actually laugh because it's so random. And that's the big plus for me because otherwise it's just Sakamoto, right? And it also gives you great and dramatic character development with actual like serious moments in there. I think it's
bro.
I haven't watched Gintama,
Bro.
but
It's
That's
not
your
that
response.
deep, bro.
no, it's
really
that
not that
deep.
deep, bro.
It's that deep. Have you watched the? I'm sorry, but have you watched the arc with the
Don't
little
spoil me.
blonde girl?
Don't spoil me.
Yeah, I
Please.
watched I watched the whole thing. I thought it was good, and I forgot about it.
Bruh, you ain't got no taste buds in your brain.
Bro, I gave it like an 8 or something.
You ain't got no
and then
taste
it
buds in
was-
your brain, bro.
Of course I don't. What the fuck?
That-
Why do you have taste buds in your brain?
Yeah, that's why I like Hinamatsuri.
What does that taste like?
It tastes, dare I say, it tastes amazing.
Okay,
Tastes like
Alex.
victory.
Since you have taste buds in your brain, whenever you see something, do you know the taste of it?
Oh, that's actually something that people experience. That's a phenomenon. I don't know how it's called, but
No shit.
no,
Really?
yeah, really.
I was just
No,
meaning,
no.
actually.
If people can like if for example I say Benji bananas, I can taste bananas in my mouth.
I have it to a certain degree. I don't have it for like everything, but what happens to me is when I think about spicy stuff, I experience the shiver down my spine that I get when I eat spicy food. That's I don't have it for taste. I have it only for spicy stuff specifically. It's kind of weird, but
I never thought about it, really. But now that I think about it, what the fuck do I know the exact taste of bread? That's so random.
What? Because
I
you've
mean,
tasted bread?
now we're getting in the debate of does bread have any taste?
What? Bread?
Bread
Bro.
tastes amazing.
Bread tastes
Oh,
good.
Bread tastes amazing.
What the fuck?
Bread is so good.
Who do I need to slap? Who said that bread doesn't taste like anything? Oh wait.
Did you listen to Trash Taste?
Yeah, but I mean, that's
He has trash taste.
yeah. I mean, it's in the name. No, but which European says that? Oh, okay. He's also European. Fuck.
I was really surprised by them. They said something like they have like a lot of different kinds of bread in Germany. Is that something that is not normal?
Yeah, I thought so too.
Like because I grew up in a German country, like all of you guys. We all grew up
Yes.
with
No.
20 different kinds of bread that you can buy at the store. I didn't know
Yes.
that was like a thing special to like Germans.
No,
food
no.
countries.
Even if you go to southern Italy, you get nice bread.
Yeah, I have relatives in southern Italy. They have a shit ton of bread types
Yeah.
there as well, and
Yeah.
most of them are the same as here.
Then why the fuck is it not the same in the rest of Europe? Or like
No, it is.
we're
He was.
No,
then
it
what the fuck
probably
is he
is.
talking
He was just
about?
talking bullshit.
I don't know. I doubt, like, bakeries I've been to, bread types of bread, a lot of them.
No,
a lot of bread.
that's literally a bullshit
and most
argument.
of it is good.
Like maybe America doesn't, but in
I
most
mean, America sucks ass when it comes
yeah,
to food.
but
Anyway,
in
so.
most Western European countries have quite a big variety of bread. That's just I don't know what he talked about.
Give me some of that brezel shit.
Yeah, but also you get the French baguette.
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 That's
the
awesome.
French baguette.
That's my
Yo, the
favorite.
baguette?
Yeah, the baguette.
Is that your
I
favorite
love the
bread?
baguette.
I love the baguette. I'm a big baguette lover.
Is that your
I-
favorite bread?
No, I actually like baguette very much. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite. If it's only baguette, not because I still like pretzel, just by itself. That's
true.
amazing, and it also it's more meant to be eaten alone, you know.
Mhm.
But baguette, you can literally eat it with anything.
I feel the same. I think, like, how would you call it? It's Laugen for us.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
How
also
they-
one, but that's just
Pretzel bread.
that's pretzel bread. That's also nice. But I think it doesn't contain the crunchy parts of the pretzel, you know? The parts in the middle, the thinner parts that get
Oh, I think that's just like just depends on how you prepare it. I think they're the same, like the exact same.
no,
It's just a different form.
no, because the thing about the pretzel is the middle part is more thin. So when they bake it, it gets more crunchy. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
crunchy.
So that's the hard part mixed with the fluffy part in the middle because it's more it's thicker, so it doesn't burn that much. or get cooked that much.
It's not as it's not as
It's
hard.
not as
yeah.
as crisp, so you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. But I personally, I think baguette is probably a very good
Yeah,
contender to being
I really like baguette
my
as
favorite
well.
bread.
Yeah, that's a good bread.
It's just you can eat it with anything
Wait, what did
because
you
it's
say,
very
Stevie?
neutral.
That's a good bread. I
Oh, I
said.
thought you said it's just the bread. I was going to come to your
No,
house
no,
and
no, I
slap
don't-
Slap you.
No, every bread is worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The only
I
thing
love-
I don't like to classify as bread, and I get mad about it, is like how do you say grissini?
You don't?
I mean, they are bread, kind of. They're like breadsticks.
Yeah, they're
basically.
breadsticks, but they don't taste. I don't like grissini that much. I think
No?
the grissini are overrated. Yes.
Oh, I think they're okay. I don't
No,
think they're.
like
I think they're
no
okay.
grissini
yeah.
by themselves. Like if you put
They're okay.
if you have
like-
some sauce with it, then I get it. But grissini by themselves,
so
I'd
in-
much rather taste just normal bread or take normal bread.
No, I agree, but like, I can eat them by themselves. They're fine.
Yeah.
Like no, I mean I can, but it's if I had the choice, it's at the very end of the bread chain.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
can
a
see that.
bread
yeah,
eaten.
I think I can agree with that, but I never heard anyone who's like Grissini is the shit.
No, I've met people.
Really?
Like for example, me when I
Oh
was
yeah,
5.
but like my dad, he eats every time we have pasta at home. Every one of with my family, every one of us has a piece of bread with our pasta, and my dad just eats grissini. A shit ton of them.
I
like
don't get.
7.
I don't eat bread after pasta. I just make shit tons of pasta.
I eat
That works
bread
too.
with
yeah,
pasta.
okay, you can use a bit of bread to like
Clean up the
scoop
plate.
it up.
No, I have,
Yeah, no.
I have like a solid chunk of bread.
Yeah, me as well. Like I like that. I don't do that normally
Not
because
with every pasta. Like tomato sauce or ragu is top tier bread. Oh, that's so good.
yeah, no,
But if I'm eating like a carbonara, then I don't have any bread.
no, I do bread with carbonara as well. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Sometimes.
just not a carbonara guy. To be
What?
honest. I
That's
don't
literally
really
the best
like-
pasta.
No, it's not. What the fuck?
Yeah, it is.
How can you betray tomato sauce like that? There's so much
Nah.
variety.
Tomato
in tomato
sauce is-
Nah,
It's good, but like
it's B
ma-
tier.
Arrabbiata for life.
What?
Get the fuck
No,
out.
no. Carbonara for life. Like good
No,
carbonara.
I just don't like. I just don't like fucking. How is it called?
cream.
I just don't like cream very much.
Is it cream?
It makes me feel sick.
Yeah, that's
like
sahne. Yeah, that's cream.
I like when
fucking-
my pasta is creamy. No, I really like it when I have lots of.
Lots of cream.
I also don't put
Can-
any cream on like cake.
What?
No, like I like having a bit of cream, like also on like strawberries with cream. is
Yeah, like
amazing.
I cream on everything. Like otherwise it's dry.
I mean, yeah, that's why I drink milk to it. Like milk is fine, but cream makes me feel sick. Like literally, it makes me feel sick to the
No, I
stomach,
get
and
it.
I don't know
I
why.
get it. You can't eat too much cream.
No, I feel like a bit of cream always good.
Works. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Like sometimes if I'm just feeling like I want to not eat healthy and just I don't have that much in my fridge. I just take a banana, put cream on it, and eat it. Just Draco undefeated.
Okay,
I mean,
amazing.
true.
Back to our favorite bread subject. My favorite bread is the Copia Ferrarese. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's
Copia
like an,
Ferrarese.
yeah, it's like an X. It's like an X-shaped bread, and it tastes so fucking good. You have
What?
no idea. Yes, it's amazing. You should
X?
try it. Yes, it's shaped like an X.
It's a kunai. You can throw it.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I know it.
I don't see it much in like where we live, but every time I go to southern Italy, I'm so hyped about a piece of bread. Yes, it's so good. Holy shit!
No, I don't
you
know
need
that.
to try this.
How do you write that? Coppia Federese.
Yes,
Coppia?
Coppia space Ferrarese. ESE.
That just
Oh, Ferrarese.
No, Ferrarese.
Ferrarese.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen
Yeah,
that
I've-
before.
I've seen-
I never ate it.
yeah, I've seen this.
Oh, you need to try this. Stevie, seal of approval.
Wait, hold up. You get the single piece. You get the single piece in our bakeries. Like only half of that.
Yes, you do.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. Well, why are you hyped about that? You can get this from us.
I don't know. I feel these are okay. They're just like they're I don't know. They when you bite into those, you
Yeah.
like take off a piece.
Yes.
As in with normal bread it kind of tears, slowly. With this one it just like
It
plops
snaps.
off.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't like hard
Yeah.
bread either that much.
No?
No. That's why I don't like crostini.
I like the bread you can sink your teeth into.
This I can eat on their own, and they're amazing. But like other bread, like the one I ate with pasta, that's like the terry bread.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like grissini. Like
I love terry bread. I like tearing. I love the feeling of tearing a fresh like
a soft
ciabatta.
bread. Oh my god, that's
Fucking
and if
fresh
it's
ciabatta.
if it's warm as well. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's shit.
I feel you, but I can eat this on their own.
Like-
Terry bread, not so much. I can.
Oh, and let's talk about sweet breads. Do you consider that a bread?
I mean, what
Yeah.
kind of sweet bread? You mean like with what was it called?
You consider it like a croissant? That's in theory a sweet bread, right?
I mean, it's technically a bread, yeah.
But it's not a bread.
it's bread.
It's like
but it's not bread.
it's like bread the same way that Brad Pitt is bread. Like it's not bread. And one other thing, like is toast sweet bread or not?
No. Toast
But-
is just different bread. It's like it's made.
Toast is
differently,
just
but it's
flat
literally
bread.
just bread. It's flat
But I
bread.
think toast really depends from where you get it, because if you get it here, then it's salted bread for me. It's like salty bread. But if you get it in America, then I think that's sweet bread. And
I mean,
everywhere
everything
rest-
in America has to have sugar in it, because
No, but
why the fuck
also,
not?
I think in the rest of the world as well. Like you. Oh, also you can get sweet toast bread from here, like with.
I mean, yeah, if you're a fucking narc, you can.
I actually got it because it was cheaper and it was the only one. And not gonna lie, it tastes the same. Like it tastes like salted bread. I don't know why. Maybe because I toasted it. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's why.
I
Does
don't know.
it
I
re-
just don't like toast.
Wait,
I
you don't
really.
You don't like
I
You
it?
don't
don't-
like.
I like,
like
toasting bread.
toast
I
the
don't
meal?
like the fucking flat ass shit you get in the store. Tastes like shit.
No, like by
I
itself.
use that as
no.
toast.
But if you toast it, like if you toast it and make a toast out of it, then that's good.
Yeah.
I know, but I would much rather toast something like a normal piece of bread. I think that's way better than the toast you get from normal toast made bread.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think toast bread
yeah.
is just inferior bread.
No, I agree with that, but think about this. The only reason why you make toast and not something else is because you don't have much time. At least for me. Like you're not willing to do anything else for your meal.
No, yeah, I agree.
And if you do
No.
that, then for me at least, and if you do that, you actually need the time. So you're just going to, rip out a loaf of bread, a loaf of toast, and then just put it in the toaster. But otherwise, you gotta, take the bread, cut the bread, and I know it kind
Toast
of
it
defeats
and-
the purpose of the easy toast.
Bruh, you're literally too lazy to cut a piece of bread in half. It's 10 seconds.
Mm,
And it's
but if-
superior.
No, I agree that it's superior, but then I can just make a bawang toast.
I mean, for that you need a special kind of bread. That's
yeah,
like black bread. But yeah,
like-
I love bound toast.
yeah,
it's great.
it's better than
I don't
normal
know how
toast.
it's called in English, but it's like
There's not a
Tell
name.
me, because I know the
It's-
logic. Like being you say being lazy, But if you're being time efficient, then in theory, that's for you that's equivalent
But
to doing
I,
to
I
being
I'm
lazy.
arguing that the amount of time you save from that is so insignificant that I wouldn't even call it efficient, because like it's not, it
It it
literally doesn't make a
it
difference.
also depends how you store your bread, because some people like buy it fresh every day, and some people store it in the freezer and then cool it
And then
down
yeah,
to
warm it up.
normal to warm it up. And if you cool it in the freezer like I do, because we don't go buying fresh bread every day,
Yeah, I do too.
then you lose that 1 minute to cool it down, and then you also got to put it in the toaster, and then you got to cut it.
Let me tell you what, max brain strategy. I do that as well, and I just take the bread out of the fridge the day before, so it's nice and warm and fresh the next day in the morning.
Okay,
Do you
okay,
not
okay.
microwave it?
No, I don't like
Okay.
microwaving bread. It makes it weird and like squishy.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
if
okay.
you do it too much.
I guess I can agree with that. Like
And
that's
like
actually the superior
the
strat.
thing also with like when you have old bread, you can still put it in the toaster and it's gonna be good. Cause like old bread, if you eat old bread normally, it's kind of this weak, this weird stick, not sticky but like hard
Yeah.
mess.
No, no,
But if
that's
you
true.
toast it, it's great. You can put like butter on it and some honey,
Yeah,
and
that's why
tastes
normal
completely the same.
that's why normal toast loaves are so dry, because like you can literally not use them to make a normal sandwich. You gotta toast
Yeah,
them.
people that make normal sandwiches with those, weird.
What
There's
are
one
you doing?
exception. What's that called? You know when you put like crane or something like that? There's this
Philadelphia.
combination of mayo and other stuff you usually put in those.
Philadelphia.
No, no. It's like a special type of sandwich.
I don't know about.
Forget it. I'm gonna cut this. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, toast bread sucks ass.
I think the best alternative for making a sandwich that's like the has the flatness of a toast, but still retains like the flavor, and it's soft, is it's a Tremezino bread.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's great. Like with for making sandwiches, it's literally
that
designed
is
for
great
that.
for making sandwiches.
And you still retain
And you
like the
can also
flatness
toast
of
it
the
if
toast.
you really want to.
No, I don't toast Tremezino bread. Is that good?
Oh,
uh,
it's decent. I
I think
I
that's
never
like
just a
really.
toast bread is toast. Yeah, that you can argue. Yes.
That's just a waste of Tremezino. It's like
Honestly,
No
I don't
cap.
really buy
I
white
wanted to
bread
make
too
a
much.
I wanted to
I'm
make
more
a toast, and I only had Tramezzino bread in the kitchen, and I made one with Tramezzino bread. Well, it was okay.
oh, okay. Yeah, I guess if you
I
have no alternative. Yeah, Penny, sorry, go on.
I only really buy black bread nowadays. Holds longer and it tastes great.
I get that it's also much healthier,
Healthier.
but
Yeah.
I can't like if I because I had a period of my life where I only got black bread because it's also healthier, but it's just for me it doesn't taste as good, personally.
Well, of course it doesn't taste as good. It's
Okay,
the exact reason it doesn't taste as good is the same reason why it's
because it
better.
has no sugar in it, or less
It doesn't
sugar.
have as much, yeah. Because
Yeah,
like grains, or like how is it called? Fucking Stärke. Like
uh, yeah,
Carbohydrates.
carbohydrate, carbs.
carbohydrates is what your body, like carbohydrates are literally sugar. So and bread is pretty much nothing else, only carbs.
Yeah, I know, but
And
we're
whole grain
just
is, I think it's less. I don't know how it's how in what way it's different, but there's less of it, and that's why your body does basically your body telling you something is sweet is also just an indication that you like sweet stuff because there's more carbohydrates or like more sugar in it because your body is fueled by sugar. But like sugar technically would be good for you, but the amount we consume is the problem.
Yeah, I know that. I thought we were just talking about taste alone.
Hmm No, I definitely agree that it kind of tastes worse
I mean, it's not that big
in
of a deal.
general, but like it's not that much of a difference. And I'm more used to black bread by now, and I like it more because like though it's usually they make bigger chunks of it, so I can buy more of it in one sitting, and it holds longer. It doesn't get as hard as fast, and I don't know. There's just some stuff you can only that tastes better with black bread, in my opinion.
To me,
If you eat
like,
it, if you eat it by yourself, by itself, do you still think black bread is better?
By itself, I like objectively, no, it's not better, but it's I don't really care. Like it's such a small of a difference that I don't particularly care, and
Okay.
I still eat black bread by itself because it tastes great as well. Like it's like this. You can think of it this way: white bread, if by itself, white bread is a 10 out of 10. Black bread for me is like a 9.5.
I wouldn't go
Okay.
that far, but especially by itself. But if you put something in it, then it becomes less about the bread and more about like what you put in it, and that's where you
Yeah.
don't notice the difference.
Especially there.
I
And I
think
think some stuff
transitioning
just
from black bread to from white bread to black bread is somewhat like transitioning from chocolate to coffee. Now I know you don't like coffee, you both, but it's literally the same because at the beginning it tastes worse, but then you get more used to it. At least that was my reaction with coffee.
So you mean like hot chocolate?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was confused about the chocolate. I was like, huh?
Oh
What
no,
does
no,
have?
hot
What
chocolate.
do
I'm
chocolate
sorry.
bars have with?
No, no,
I
hot
was being
chocolate.
stupid. Yeah, I can kind of see that analogy, but I think coffee also fulfills a very different role compared to hot chocolate.
For me, it doesn't because I'm actually not that
Are
affected
you
by
only
coffee.
are you only like looking for something hot to drink?
Yeah, I'm looking for something. I really like the mild flavor of the coffee in comparison to the very sweet chocolatey flavor. It kind of it's more the flavor that wakes me up than like the coffee itself. It's like uh, when you wake up and you eat something or drink something super sweet, then I don't know, it drains your energy so much faster because also it's not healthy sugars, I think.
Yeah, no, it's not healthy sugars. I mean, coffee is not that healthy either. But yeah, I personally also don't really like hot chocolates that are super sweet. I don't. My parents used to make it when I was a kid. Like they would use a spoon of chocolate, like of chocolate powder, and it's not how you're instructed to do it. It's less, and I as a kid was like, I want it sweeter, but like nowadays I'm like, oh no, I really just prefer it with less sweetness and just a tad bit of chocolate
But do you
taste.
drink
Okay.
milk or like chocolate?
Me, me,
Wait, what?
how do you drink chocolate?
Like hot chocolate. Do you drink hot chocolate or just milk?
Where's the difference? Hot chocolate is milk with like hot chocolate with chocolate or
With
chocolate
chocolate.
powder inside
Yeah,
of it.
no, I'm asking, do you put hot chocolate in your milk or you just prefer a breakfast with just pure milk?
Oh,
That's
depends.
like if you when you say hot chocolate, I don't really like
With cow
if you
powder.
if you have if yeah with cocoa powder, if you make it like a cup at home, it's way different than having a cup at the bar. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah, but that's then special hot chocolate because it feels, if you go to a bar it feels more like a mix between hot chocolate and pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
that's
talking
better.
about the home experience.
Okay, home
with
experience.
powder.
No, I'd rather have milk.
Mm.
For me, it depends. Do you guys drink like warm milk or like hot milk?
Yeah, I love warm milk.
But
I
It
also like
depends.
I
without
also like
anything
cold
else,
milk.
just milk?
No, I have like in the morning I have a couple of like cookies and some warm milk, and cold milk for everything else really.
No, I actually like cold milk way more. I think hot
I
milk.
don't like hot milk at all.
Yeah,
No?
hot milk.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it does. It feels wrong.
I think it's because milk has this weird taste. Sometimes even cold milk can be weird
Yeah, especially
to
if you drink
drink.
too much.
Yeah,
No, but
especially
like
if you
cold.
don't have anything with it. If you drink only milk, sometimes it like tastes weird.
You
Kind of.
taste the
Yeah,
calcium.
Why
Yeah.
does it?
You taste the bones.
No, but like if I'm having a slice of cake or whatever, I'm
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
cold milk with that.
Yeah, no.
I never.
Absolutely.
It's always like my whole family when they're having a big meeting, like a big family meeting, and there's cake. Everyone's like coffee, and I'm the only one that has like a small glass of milk.
No, I love having milk with
To
cake.
be fair, I don't like
Coffee is-
coffee with sweet things. I'd much rather have
I don't-
coffee. Oh,
I don't
you
like
can-
coffee at all. Like I there's so many beverages that are better in almost every situation. I almost never drink coffee.
But with sweet things you do.
No, I never. No, not with sweet things.
Oh, I
either.
thought you said you do.
No,
No.
I always have better alternatives.
Oh no,
I
I
feel
I
like-
don't like coffee with sweet things though. Like I like coffee by itself. I don't know why, because in theory, coffee compensates for the sweet things, but I don't like it. If I go like sweet things like cake, then I'd rather go like full on out. I'd like milk, and the sweet things with it, and I don't know. I go full out with that. I don't like when the coffee kind of destroys the sweetness.
I remember us like running to the supermarket, getting like a bag of gochore cookies, and
Oh yeah,
sitting in your living room and just eating
Just
cookies with
putting
milk.
them in the sweet milk. And you know the most disgusting part, after you finished it, like it was great and all, but first off, you get really like after you ate that, you get like that the post sugar regret.
Yeah.
Yeah, you it's like the post nut regret, but with cookies. Like you kind of regret like eating them all, not because it's unhealthy, but you kind of get the taste like I ain't never going to eat cookies again. And
Yeah.
also, after you finish the milk, like the little crumbs stay at the bottom, and you can't really drink the. I mean, you can drink the milk, but if you drink too much, then you get the crumbs with it, and they're all like,
No,
Soggy.
that doesn't.
soggy.
That doesn't.
Yeah,
Soggy and disgusting.
yeah, that's not
That doesn't bother me at all.
really.
I mean, no, me
Maybe I'm
neither.
used to it.
With the crumbs, it's okay. I find it worse when there's like if you with certain Cocoa Pops and stuff, you have like literally like very very fine grains on the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those are really weird.
yeah, that's true.
If it's like chunks, it's fine. Then it's like okay.
No,
yeah, just-
no. But have you ever been depressed in your life?
No, I feel like chunks.
Yes.
I feel
have
like
been
the
depressed.
middle
Yeah,
ground between
that's the same
chunks.
feeling as your favorite, like as a nice piece of cookie just falling into your milk and you can recuperate it.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
you have it at the bottom.
No,
Like,
no,
that's
like,
the
you have-
feeling I feel.
No, boys.
True
the
depression.
worst feeling. I agree. The worst feeling is having like milk in a cup, and you like. Do you eat like? Do you have a spoon usually? I have like a little spoon sometimes.
No.
When I put the cookie on the spoon, put it in the milk, and then eat it from the spoon.
No, I just dunk the cookie in with my hand.
Yes, that's also what I usually do. And then I'm like, every time a cookie falls in, I'm like, fuck, I need to get a spoon now.
The sheer
I try
transitions
to
of this podcast.
tactically do it so,
Y-
so
oh,
the cookie does
that's
not
also
crumble.
an option. Okay.
But yeah, there's
Mm.
like advanced strategy and tactics to my cookie eating experience.
Bro, I don't even try to save it. I just sit there and cry in my
That's-
milk, make it even worse.
He just falls
Holy
into a
fuck,
deep
just
depression.
making it salty with my tears. Just ruining it even more.
That's. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
No, but I remember when I was little, I tried to fish it up with my hand like a filthy animal, and then I put my whole hand in it.
Same.
No, my hands are. I can't even. I
sacred.
can barely get 2 fingers in the cup. But as a child, my
What,
hands were
me just
small enough.
fingering
Shut up, damn it!
So, since we're already at depression, let's talk about divorce. I'm playing It Takes Two with my
Oh,
girlfriend.
I thought you were saying you're playing divorce, and I was like, hold up. But you got married and divorced? Now that's news to me.
No, I'm having a great time. Me and my girlfriend, we did the first 2 levels, and we're at the second boss, and we just recently started, but I've been having a great time with her so far. And she's not too experienced when it comes to jump and runs, but I think it's very user friendly with double jumps and dashes. And she's played Psychonauts before. So she's kind of a bit more used to the 3D movement, but that game I think is very, very user friendly, and we're having a great time, or at least I'm having, and she's telling me she's having a great time.
Oh yeah, I love
But
It Takes Two.
yeah, I'm really I've been looking forward to that game for some time. We wanted to finish Psychonauts first, but yeah, I'm probably gonna say more when we get through that game. I just wanted to tell you guys that
Yeah.
that game is it's really fun.
Like,
Um,
and my reason for not playing it is I think I already talked to you about it. It's a dumb reason, but I just like because I've seen it with everyone. Like if you play it with one is the woman and one is the man, you know, and you can really play the divorce thing in real life. That's what I want, but I haven't found a female partner to play this game with yet.
I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I wouldn't feel like weird playing this with one of you
No,
guys.
no.
'cause-
It's
'cause-
not that I feel like sexually weird. It's just
No.
I really want that experience, you know. The
I mean,
divorce
yeah, you can
experience.
kind of play it up by like shooting at each other and stuff.
Yeah, I
and
think
I
that's
did that a
fun.
bit, but I don't think it's very like there's the mini games you can do. Those I think those are like enough reason to like be competitive about it anyway. So I don't know. And you also like there's no element of you really being one like feeling like you're one of the characters because they both like exist so parallel to each other. I don't know, like there's a certain sense of immersion if you play a game where you're one character, you know? Even if it's something like Dark Souls where it's in third person and you're clearly not the character. There's a certain element of I am this character. But with It Takes Two and other games where you play multiple characters at the same time that interact with each other, I feel it doesn't happen as much. You like don't get not not immersed, but you don't get as you don't feel as help me out.
As immersed? No.
It doesn't feel like you're this character as much.
Yeah,
I feel
but I think it's fun to play it up.
that way.
I really want
Yeah.
to play it up. Like I really want to get into it. Like I've seen with so many other people. It's like just
I'm
blaming
awesome.
each other
I'm
for the
calling it.
divorce.
Yeah.
Playing divorce simulator on Discord. That would make it so much fun. So I'm saving it up. But
Yeah.
I want to play it sometimes. I've seen lots of Let's Plays and every single one of them looked super fun. I think it also won Game of the Year, right?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So that certainly deserved it. It merged so many game genres into one. It's just incredible. The art is also pretty unique.
Yeah.
And you get a
Um,
Spanish book.
Oh, I love the book. It's the best
What?
character.
I-
Mr. What the fuck?
I'm
Dr.
not very familiar
Hakim.
with it.
Dr. Hakim.
And what does he do?
He's racist.
Basically, like,
Okay.
basically,
Interesting.
he swings his hips in a sexual manner, speaks in a Spanish accent, and like story-wise, he's a book that was bought by the daughter to fix her parents' relationship. So she like makes a wish to the book, and the book kind of comes alive because he's this um, relationship guru kind of, and the book transforms the parents, or like doesn't transform them, but like moves their consciousness into these two puppets and makes them work together and like figure out what's wrong with their relationship, and think about um, I don't know. I guess rethink their relationship and
Yeah.
how they feel about each other. That's kind of the idea. But what he actually is, he's a funny book with a Spanish accent that does like the fucking sexual hip movement.
I think that's the only thing really. I think Spanish people actually didn't like that because it seems like too much of a stereotype. But,
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
yeah,
But-
that's just because of my comment before. I don't endorse racism. I didn't say that as a joke. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Do we have other topics, or do you want to elaborate on It Takes Two, or do we
No,
want to continue that in a further episode after you've played more?
I wanna. I'm gonna talk about it in length in another episode. I'm just saying, like the first two levels already have been great. So, like a lot of variety and cool ideas and different ways on scaling those ideas, because like you start with a simple version and then it gets more interesting and there's more to it and you have to think about it more. I don't know. Level design wise, I'm really impressed by this. It's really fun what they do with the premise of shrunken down people, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do we have any
also-
other topics?
yeah, I've been rewatching some of the Quentin Tarantino movies in the last few
Oh.
months. And I recently rewatched The Hateful Eight and watched Reservoir Dogs for the first time. Did you two see any of those?
Neither.
No.
Neither. Okay, so then I'm telling you right now, The Hateful Eight is probably one of my favorite films ever, just generally. At least top 5. The premise is
Wait, don't spoil it then.
no.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a central, like a premise, and I'm telling you to go watch it. The premise is it's a western kinda. After the Civil War in America. And it's called the Hateful Eight because there is 8 characters that are trapped in a cabin because of a blizzard, and they're there for different reasons, and like they all distrust each other, and there's like a bounty hunter that is trying to bring this criminal, this woman called Daisy Domergue. I love that name. She's fucking called Domergue. He wants to bring her to the next town to get her to hang, and he's pretty sure at least one of the other dudes in the cabin is in cahoots with Domergue and wants to like use this opportunity to rescue her. So like there's this kind of element of who done it, like who's the conspirator, who's the imposter, yeah, you could say. And in typical Quentin Tarantino fashion, the dialogue is super fun, super fast, and super smart. Very dynamically written, and I really like that movie. It's a bit long. It's on the longer side, but I think those 3 hours really go by very fast. So I really recommend that movie. Then the other one I watched is Reservoir Dogs, which also is by Quentin Tarantino. It's one of his earlier movies, and it's about a bunch of gangsters. Like all of them are named after a color. They work together and they commit a heist, and stuff goes wrong, and you only see the before and the after, and they're trying to figure out what happened. And I'm not gonna say too much. I just really recommend these movies if you haven't seen them yet. They're both kind of classics. So
Okay. Very
Yeah.
epic.
Mm-hmm.
short Quentin Tarantino section.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I'm actually this week I'm actually out of topic, so I let you carry because I pretty much just played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I talked about you in
I
the
didn't have
last-
that much to talk about either, but it's
Yeah.
great that we talked about Red so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. I'm still looking at pictures of Red. I'm kind of addicted.
I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm gonna get a bite.
Yeah, I'm getting bread.
Yeah,
I'm getting bread.
I'm also hungry, but I'm not gonna eat bread now.
What the fuck, Stevie? How can
Why?
you? But yeah,
Thank you for joining us on this third episode of ours, gamers. And if you enjoy bread, have a nice meal. And if you don't, then
What is wrong with you?
learn to enjoy bread first, and then you can have a nice meal because bread is very good.
just enjoy it. There's no other option of not liking it.
See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.